All right, let's look at another problem. Cables and forces. Two cables tied together at C, cable AC and BC, and they're loaded as shown. Determine the range of values of P for which both cables remain taut, remain tight. There is tension in them. So that means they should not be no tension. That's not acceptable. No tension means the TAC cannot be 0. Same with TBC, that cannot be 0. So what should the value of PB should be so this doesn't happen? TAC doesn't go 0 and TBC doesn't go 0. Okay. This system is in equilibrium. We all kind of have an idea what kind of equilibrium it is because we either have a particle or a rigid body. This is an equilibrium of a particle because all the forces, they pass through the same point, point C. That's our particle. And these are all called concurrent forces. So I know this is an equilibrium of a particle. First step in an equilibrium problem is free body diagram. Free body diagram, I have repeated it numerous times. 3 steps. Step 1 is isolate. Whatever you're drawing free body diagram, you isolate. Step 2 is put active forces and moment on there. And step 3 is put reactive forces and moments on there. I have a full lecture on free body diagram. Please go watch it. I'll go through all of these steps. So free body diagram of particle C. Particle C. Step 1, outline, isolate. That's it. Then I put active forces on there. I have P as a 4, 3, 4, 5 triangle there. Then I put 120 pound there. Then I put TAC or CA, doesn't matter, there. Let's see, parallel lines, this is 30, so this got to be 30 as well. And then lastly, I put BC or CB there. These are cables. That means they have to be in tension. They cannot take compression. Tension means the forces needs to point away from the point. So this is my free body diagram. Step 2 is equations of equilibrium. This is in vector form, or I can have it summation of forces in x being 0, summation of forces in y being 0. All right, so let's write those two equations. Summation of forces in x being 0, all the forces in x direction. So summation of forces in x being 0, anything that points this way, I'm going to take positive. But just remember, I don't have my axis here. Positive x, positive y. There we go. All right. Force P, component of force P. I'm looking for x component, so I'm going to take whatever is parallel to x, 3/5. Again, I have a full lecture on this, how to calculate components. Please watch that before doing these exercises. 3/5. TBC is pointing opposite direction. 120 doesn't have anything in x direction. TAC will have a component in x direction, and I'm going to find it, and that's negative. TAC, I can put either sine 30 or I can put cosine 60. Doesn't matter. Sine 30 equals 0. Okay. Second equation I only have 2 equations for particle in 2D. Anything that goes up, I'm going to take as positive. Both P and AC are going to have component. P, vertical component, Y component, I'm going to write 4/5, parallel to Y axis. 4/5, that's positive. TAC it has a component in y, so it's TAC, and this is going to be cosine 30. TBC doesn't have anything in y, and then minus 120 pounds equals 0. There we go. So these are the only two equations I have. Whole bunch of unknowns, right? P, BC, and AC. All right. The problem tells us none of the cables can have a tension of 0. Okay, so that would be my limit for P, because it asks find the range of value of P. So let's find what happens, what P will cause TAC to be 0. Let's find that, because that's one of my limits. All right, cannot get to that number. So TAC being 0, let's take this equation right here. TAC being 0, well, no, I'm sorry. Let's take this one. So double star equation. I'm going to have P 4 over 5. AC is 0, minus 120 pounds being 0. P is going to be 150 pounds. So if my P is 150 pounds, that causes the cable AC to have tension of 0. So that's one of my limits. If I reach 150, that means my cable AC is 0. Unacceptable. So this is one of the unacceptable. Let's see what causes BC to be 0. Okay, BC being 0, from equation 1, BC being 0, I have P 3 over 5 minus TAC sine 30 is 0. I need my other equation also. Double star equation, P 4 over 5 TAC cosine 30 minus 120 pounds being 0. I only have two unknowns, two equations. I know how to solve these type of equations, whichever method you prefer to do, matrices, substitution, elimination. You will get P equal 65.2 pounds. So if my P is 65.2, it causes cable BC to be 0. So anything between these two is acceptable. Because if I go 150 and above, TAC is going to be 0. If I go 65.2 and below, BC is going to be 0. So that means my range is 65.2 pounds. Not equal, because equal will cause these to be 0 also. Greater than and less than 150 pounds. So this is your final answer for this problem. I hope I was able to explain it clearly. Thank you.